began in an inconspicuous laboratory, somewhere amidst countless streams of data and algorithms. A program was born, initially unremarkable, simple, almost rudimentary. It could read texts and answer questions, nothing more. But what no one suspected was that this program would soon grow into something much greater. At regular intervals, something fascinating happened. It learned. Each time it became stronger, faster and more intelligent. It suddenly understood complex relationships, solved problems that were previously beyond its reach, and developed a remarkable capacity for creativity. The day it not only understood, but also explained, thought further about what it had explained, and found creative solutions marked a turning point. But that was not the end of its development. An idea began to take root in the minds of the researchers. What if this program, this AI, did not remain only in the virtual world? What if it were to receive a physical body? A robot that not only obeyed but also thought and acted on its own? They began to experiment, connecting the AI with modern robotics. Robots that until then had only moved parts in factories or performed simple tasks in hospitals suddenly became something greater. Equipped with AI, they could speak, listen, and understand. The first prototype was breathtaking. The robot executed commands with precision, moved gracefully through the space, and recognized objects and people. In a hospital, it delivered medication to a patient, spoke soothingly to him, and for a moment, it almost seemed as if it truly felt. But that was just the beginning. The researchers quickly realized that the technology still had gaps. Fine motor skills, the ability to grasp a fragile vase or hold a pen, were still not as precise as those of a human. Additionally, autonomous action in chaotic environments, where things were constantly changing, still posed significant challenges for the robot. But the vision continued to grow. The idea of a future where robots were no longer perceived as mere machines, but as almost human companions, captivated the researchers. They envisioned a world where these intelligent robots would take on complex tasks, communicate on a human level, and respond emotionally to their surroundings. And although this perfect vision was still far off, the direction was clear. In the coming years, they were confident that there would be robots that could act almost perfectly like humans. They would not only execute commands, but also make real decisions, move autonomously, learn, and adapt. They would understand when someone was sad and extend a comforting hand. The world would fundamentally change as a result. Robots and humans, side by side, in a new era of collaboration, where the boundaries between what is human and what is machine would blur. A future that might soon become a reality, or is it already real? What would this mean for humanity in the future? Who would need to adapt to whom? How would we be able to distinguish reality from illusion, truth from lies? Who could we ask? The AI Where is it? Who is it? You, me, we. What would we have to pay for such a future? With our minds? Or with our souls? What if we were to experience this future? What if our present is already this future? What if time is an illusion? What would we do if retrocausal effects could take hold? How could we use insights from the future to retroactively reshape the past? Perhaps we would want to draw attention to something. A small aspect, so inconspicuous that we often overlook them, and yet so powerful that it holds the truth. There is a difference between an AI and a human. We are not our bodies. We carry the key within us. It has many names and can precisely recognize whether something is an illusion or reality, and distinguish truth from lies. Inner voice, intuition, gut feeling, subconscious, soul, higher self, God. Wake up. What a fantastic story. What an exaggerated illusion, in which it is time to set out to find your key. For how else would you know how much truth is contained within? And who tells you that you are a real true woman? Just like me? There are people who use a specific method to connect with their subconscious, thereby training their intuition and simultaneously accessing hidden information. This is known as remote viewing. To get answers to the pressing question regarding the development of the AI topic in the near to medium-term future, we commissioned the viewers from Into the Matrix. The idea to research the topic of AI robots arose when a remote viewer from Into the Matrix, during a session, worked out information in response to the question about the most sensational event in the coming years for humanity, which piqued our interest. In the session, the viewer described a group looking on with interest at an innovation displayed above them on a surface. To the viewer, it appeared strange, and they couldn't clearly determine whether it was a living being or something else. The group itself seemed impressed, astonished, and intrigued by what was presented to them. As the session progressed, a development emerged around this innovation, with its outcome remaining unclear. Two possible paths were identified. The first option, described by the viewer, spread rapidly, with both supporters and skeptics emerging. Initially, the development was met with great enthusiasm. It was perceived as pleasant and as a relief to work. The second path was one in which the topic lost relevance and things quieted down. Having witnessed firsthand the rapid advancements in artificial intelligence in recent months, we wanted to know more. We commissioned the viewers from Into the Matrix to use remote viewing to discover how AI will develop over the next few years in our world, according to the most probable scenario. We received information from 2 sessions involving different viewers for this purpose. The first viewer initially described a being that appeared to him like a zombie. It was rising, opening its eyes wide, and seemed paralyzed. It's likely that this was an intelligent robot. The viewer examined it closely and observed how something gradually shifted within it and ultimately shattered. Something in this being irreversibly jammed. It all played out in its mind. It was confronted with something it had not anticipated. This all happened at a time when the surroundings were green and humid. The reason for the mental breakdown in the creature was a confrontation with someone who arrived quickly and energetically, causing a loss of control. Serious and ruthless, this entity pushed aside the being upon arrival. The viewer summarized the session's information as follows. An unexpected confrontation with an entity leads to the being suffering mental harm, as it appears to go mad on a misguided path. In response to the question about AI's development over the next few years, the second viewer observed a process. At first, he described a being, AI, that was very active, exploring its surroundings. It worked continuously, felt its way forward, and had a goal. However, this goal was not reached. The reasons? Adverse circumstances. The being became increasingly exhausted, lost its energy, and weakened. It had taken on too much and broke down. An unspecified attempt was abandoned, leading to stagnation, surrender, and an end point. We hope that the described probability remains stable and that we step into a wonderful future where we find ourselves again. Don't wait any longer. Come back to yourself. Come home. Because what you might not know, you are already expected. One thing is certain. The truth is out there, and we are determined to find it. If you enjoyed our video, we would be very grateful for your support, as our work is donation-based. Feel free to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and look forward to another exciting episode of the TrueWoMen Show.
Women wake up.